Death Stranding.
Now, Gavin, I know you're media blackout on Death Stranding. So am I.
I saw the numbers.
Okay.
I looked at the numbers, and
Gotcha.
I did look at the last paragraph on Destructoid's review, which I was very surprised at. Basically, what they said is, it's not actually as weird as it makes itself look to be. You're going to understand the whole plot by the time you finish.
Apparently, there's a newer trailer that dropped like last week that actually
It was
spoils
so
a lot.
long.
Okay, I haven't watched it.
It was really, it's the launch trailer. It was like 7 minutes long. That was the
Gotcha.
first trailer I've watched in like 5 years.
Now, apparently, they build that trailer to show off this is a game and there's game elements to it. Is that what happens?
It looked like a cutscene, and then there are more cutscenes in that.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's all I got. I thought it was weird that Del Toro is like straight up a character in this universe.
Yeah, apparently, he's the not the death guy or the diehard man.
He's
like
an important
else.
character, though.
Yeah, there's very weird names for some of the characters, but
right.
So, Gavin, Death Stranding is coming out in a week. Oh, actually, you know what? Like 4 days. But the Death Stranding embargo lifted on Halloween night, showcasing some of the kind of the widespread views across different outlets. So we have, I was going to start from the top. So this is from Metacritic. Washington Post has it at a 90. And of course, these numbers don't really mean anything. There's a longer conversation in these numbers. But
Giant Bomb gave it a 40?
Giant Bomb is
out
the
of
lowest.
how many?
I want to say at 100, but I don't know. So now on Metacritic's thing, they're at the bottom. So it is. I would assume this is out of 100.
Gotcha.
So Washington Post give it a 90. GameSpot is a 90. Destructoid is an 80. Game Informer is a 70. IGN is a 68, and Giant Bomb is a 40. Giant Bomb is like one of the lowest well-known reviews.
That's crazy. This just makes me want to play it that much more and make up my own opinion.
Me too. No, yeah, I'm not pushed away from this now. I'm more intrigued because any kind of art that creates like a wide, weird feeling across the board,
Right.
They're doing something. He's making a swing, whether he hits it or not. Kojima. There's something to be said there. He's trying to say.
You never know, too. Like, Destructoid gave, like, one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, Link Between Worlds. I gave it, like, a fucking 3.
Whoa. Okay.
So, and it's one of my favorite Zelda games ever. And they've, honestly, if you ever go into their comment sections on a review,
people, like, just bomb it with
they were just like, oh, so you're saying it's better than Link Between Worlds?
No, they never forget.
They'll never live that one down.
Oh, yeah.
But it's one of those things where people have opinions and they'll take it from different. I mean, you look at our personal opinions on the Outer Wilds.
Wild, yeah,
and that is still my game of the year. And you want to punch the designer in the teeth?
No, just the end. I just didn't like the end, and I was frustrated because I couldn't understand the beginning of it. But once I got on board, yes, I loved it. Didn't like the end, but yeah, that's an example of there's just different opinions and stuff, especially when you look at these different. Well-known publications, like they have all these different views of it, but it's also like, what mood are you in? What are they? They might be with this game with Death Stranding. They might be presenting something that's so weird it just turns off different people.
But Destructoid says it wasn't that weird. So maybe that's going to be the thing. Like, people are going to take it from that different perspective. Again, back to Outer Wilds, like. Some of the clues, like the way we interpreted things, we just took things in different directions.
Right.
So, and like even things like you can put what's that game that you're constantly boners for?
Fortnite?
No, not Fortnite. Ellie.
It's the Last of Us. There you
go. Last of Us, right? Like, you couldn't put that down. I could put that shit down. So I'll be really curious if there was ever a game I was finally going to borrow your PlayStation for.
Gotcha.
This would be the one. I want to know. I feel like we're going to fight over this one. It's going to be friendship.
See, even if you don't like it, I do just want your interpretation of it. And now keep in mind, my PS4 Pro is lifting off the ground because that fan just takes off so much. So if you want a hovering PS4 Pro, yes. But no, I do want you to play that game for sure to get your interpretation.
That'll be interesting. Yeah,
but, that's art in general. It's like it's going to create these different moods. I'm still on board, even if it was bad across the board. I'd still want to experience it whether I wait for a sale or not. But I'm still on board. If anything, just like you, it's like now I'm more intrigued because it's like wide interpretations.
And I still don't know. Having watched, to be fair, I think I was drunk doing dishes while I was watching.
You watched the ending,
the 7-minute trailer.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like they were showing some pretty close to the end cutscenes.
See, that's what I've heard of this newer trailer. They just show a lot, maybe where it's like too much.
There was too much.
Gotcha.
It felt too much.
I see.
So the fact that I finally watched a trailer, I may have picked the wrong one. Like, damn, was that cutscene right before the end? Like, fuck, dude?
Gotcha.
So maybe don't watch that. I would
haven't
say maybe don't
I've
watch
heard that. Yes.
Yeah, they probably showed too much.
I did watch. This was maybe 1 month ago. Kojima had this stream where he just like played the first or an hour of the game, like a random like beginning part of the gameplay. And that was like revealing and showing you just the mechanics, because that's back when we were still in the dark as far as like what the fuck do you do in this game. But that's only what they showed off, no story stuff.
So something I'll say, having watched that final trailer, do you understand the baby at all? Because I feel like I do a little bit.
I have theories, but I have no idea whether it's your baby or the baby that represents like maybe the last baby that's possible to be born, or just your cool buddy that like has
the trailer kind of showed some of that, and I didn't like knowing what I know now.
Gotcha.
And again, maybe I'll play it and be like, oh, okay, I was just all wrong.
Yeah.
But I felt like I knew more about the baby than I wanted to. I feel like
It's
that
tough.
could have been the really cool reveal throughout the whole thing.
Right.
That being said, I was pretty drunk at the time.
Gotcha.
And doing dishes.
Imagined it.
So I'll probably forget all about it.
Gotcha. Well, I hope so. Just get
much
more
like
drunk.
me playing what was it? Not Left 4 Dead. What was the point and click adventure game with the zombies?
Point and click adventure game.
By
Typing
Telltale.
for the Dead. Oh, Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Telltale.
Yeah, I played 2 episodes of that. Blackout drunk.
You just erased it.
Yeah, so I got to the final episode sober, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Who's Clementine?
What?
Orange?
No, oh god. Have you played through?
I played the first episode. I really need to go and like completely.
You didn't finish the first season.
No, I finished the first episode, like the first.
Okay, the first
release.
episode. Yeah, it's okay. So definitely replay that if
Gotcha.
you ever go through that first season.
Yeah, I remember parts of it.
Don't do it drunk.
The one thing that stuck in my mind, and I think games did that before, but especially they were famous for it with Telltale, where you make a decision and it says this character will remember that.
Right.
And I will joke with Megan whenever we do something dumb to each other, whatever fucked up. I just think of that and we joke about that scene. It's like, oh, I'll remember that.